Saturday I will put everything, like every fight I put, we'll see the real monster of Philly. Lima, monstro.
You ain't from Philly, though. You said monster from Philly?
Now I feel like a Rocky version black.
All right.
And Jerome, for you.
Is this the true battle for Philadelphia, my people? I mean, we all know Osuma Lima ain't from Philly, and that's Jerome Boots Ennis' hometown. All right, he got his people there. But with that comment that Osuma Lima made, and I thought was making this press conference interesting, which was making Jerome Boots Ennis get even crazier, saying that he's guaranteeing us the KO. That's what he said.
Make sure y'all come out Saturday night. Don't miss this spectacular knockout.
You win this fight inside the distance?
I win this fight however I want to do it.
You know, Osuma Lima just beat 3 undefeated guys in a row, right? In enemy's territories, like Germany, like Africa, and India. But I'll tell you one thing, none of those guys' names were Jerome Boots Ennis, your former IBF, WBA welterweight champion of the world, moving up to 154 pounds. All right, what I did like to see is we have noticed that Osuma Lima has been chirping it up. And it was excited to see Jerome Boots Ennis be in that knockout mode.
Do you think he truly believes that he can win on Saturday?
I'm glad that he think he's confident. I like it. I like the confidence, but he talking too much. You know, he gonna get exactly what he gonna look, what he looking for. You know, it's gonna be an early night, and I'm gonna have some fun, and we're gonna show out. You know, I'm not playing. I'm not here to play games.
Jerome Boots Ennis at the press conference yesterday was guaranteeing us a knockout. He said, don't miss out on this spectacular KO.
Make sure y'all come out Saturday night. Don't miss this spectacular knockout.
You win this fight inside the distance?
I win this fight however I want to do it.
All right, and I find that very, very interesting, man. You know, a lot of people giving him crap for even taking this fight in the first place. Should be fighting somebody else, no tune-ups, but at the end of the day, we're here. All right? In my opinion, if Jerome Boots Ennis does not KO this man, then how are we going to take him serious in the 154 pounds? He just claimed at the press conference today that he is going to KO this guy. Now, I don't think this is going to be a problem because, in my opinion, I do think Jerome Boots Ennis is going to finish Osuma Lima. Osuma Lima, strong guy. To me, he's not the fastest person. I think Jerome Boots Ennis is faster. I think Osuma Lima looks like he does a lot of weightlifting. When you see the way he throws his 1-2 and his hook, his arms look a lot heavier, man. He doesn't look, you know, as fluid. And a guy like Jerome Boots Ennis who's able to counter and able to catch you in between your punches, Osuma Lima, right when he starts to throw a 4-punch combination, his hands go down.
Got to really take your hat off to him. I don't think they could have given any more in this fight.
Absolutely. Bit of a tired-looking swing from him there. McKenna looking to try and load up with a left hand himself.
All right? But I absolutely love what Jerome Boots Ennis was guaranteeing us. He looks like he's ready. But what I didn't love was the outfit that Jerome Boots Ennis is wearing, my people. Hey, man. I know you got money, and I know maybe those rain boots is expensive as hell, rain boots. But it wasn't raining where you're from. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, you know, I'm from a blue collar area, man, what you would call a low class place. And if anybody's seen that type of outfit, no matter what money you had walking down the street, homies would laugh at you. People would bust up at you and be like, yo, it ain't even raining outside, my boy. So that was a little funny, but I like the press conference, man. I like the way how they're starting to do, you know, they got the two main event people who are on the table, right there with Eddie Hearn in the middle. And then when we go to the co-main event, which in my opinion, even the co-main event press conference, you know how they switch cameras and they go over to Guido Vianello and Alexis Barrera from Quebec, Canada, right? The undefeated 12-0 with 10 KOs, my people. All right? Who really hasn't fought anybody, to be honest with you. Never made it to the Olympics. Was a Canadian national champion. But is facing his toughest opponent in Guido Vianello. And what I love about Guido Vianello, man, this guy comes to fight. All right, he may not be the most skillful type of dude. I know he was Rosen in a tennis academy before he even became a professional boxer. He was a police officer. Okay, so he's a good guy. But you know, that loss to Jonathan Rice, whatever. The loss to FGB, he almost had him out. The loss to Richard Torres Jr. Very, very interesting, man. You know, Richard Torres Jr. was going to go in there, the favorite. What was he, Olympic silver medalist? He's right here where I'm from, 30 minutes from where I'm from. We all knew he was going to win this fight, but Guido Vianello was giving it to Torres at times. Now, I know Richard Torres is severely, has a disadvantage in the height, disadvantage in the reach. But at times, Guido Vianello was impressing me in that fight, right?
Oh, that was a nice shot from Guido, though. Come on. Oh, what a solid right hook from Richard Torres. Now a jab from Guido Vianello and followed by a right hook.
He's like one of those type of boxers that he's the leader at the gate, okay? This is a guy that's at the gate, and if you want to come into the top 15, top 10, top 5, you got to get through Guido Vianello first. And that's exactly what Alexis Barrera is trying to do, right? This is the guy who formerly trains with Tyson Fury. I love the little argument that they had at the press conference about who's a faster fighter.
He's fast in the ring. He's elusive.
Yeah, but I'm faster.
You believe that?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, I know he's not faster.
Why do you think you're faster?
Let's do a fast test now.
Running.
Okay? Guido Vianello saying, I think I'm the faster fighter. Alexis Barrera being confident the whole time, saying he has the speed advantage. And I love how Guido was like getting a little, yo, what about me? You know what I mean? Man, I think this heavyweight fight, which was supposed to be the third fight on the card, right? Khalil Cole, Jesse Hart fight got canceled. That was going to be the co-main event. I think this is a great co-main event, man. I think it is. I think Guido Vianello's a cat that wants to prove to the world that he can still compete and move on to those big, big fights, right? Having some before, but been on the other end of that. And then you got Alexis Barrera, who's trying to explode into that heavyweight, you know, talk, my friends, for an absolutely huge fight. I like Alexis Barrera going into this fight, man. He's a humble guy. He's quick as hell. I know we haven't seen him against any experienced fighters. But I do believe in this kid. Now, there was a lot of confidence from Alexis Barrera, which I absolutely love to see. All right? And to me, this may just be the fight of the night, you know, depending on if Lima is able to give Boots Ennis any type of trouble. But to be honest, man, I thought the press conference was really good, you know, especially when the promotions really haven't been around any of these fights, right? When you really haven't heard of it until this week. I liked what I seen. Now, the weigh-in is going to take place today. We're going to finally see how Jerome Boots Ennis looks at 154 pounds.